Good morning, Panthers. Today is May 8th, and we have one Panther birthday today. The Panther birthday is first grader Edgar in Miss McGauley's class. Happy birthday, Edgar. Yesterday I sent out an email, and Jude, just come over here real quick. I sent out a request from emails using this email address right here. Jude, get a shot of that. It says lkwillia@jeffco.k12.co.us. And I had several kids respond to me with some ideas for the last couple of weeks of videos. So I just want to give a shout out to those kids. I want to give a shout out to Leo in 5th grade Miss Link's class. His idea was that I should show you guys how I train Rocky. Unfortunately, Rocky's untrainable, so we don't really train Rocky. I want to give a shout out to Logan, who's also Miss Link's class. All these kids are in Miss Link's class, but Logan said I should talk about my favorite place to travel. And talk about traveling. Audrey talked about an egg drop, and you know, egg drops are really cool. And if you guys get a chance, check out Mark Rober's videos on egg drop competitions on YouTube. Those are really cool. Also, Sydney talked about maybe I should show you guys how I can play a musical instrument, but I don't have a musical bone in my body, and I don't play a musical instrument. A great idea. I wish I played an instrument, but unfortunately, I don't. And also Carter in Miss Link's class suggested showing the kids how to make their own slip and slide. Awesome idea, Carter. And lastly, Anthony said Miss Link's class that I should talk about sports and some of the rules of my favorite sports and how to play some of my favorite sports. So those were all great ideas, and we may incorporate some of those down the road. But today, Jude and I are going to show you guys how to make elephant toothpaste. You just need a few things, and when you do decide to make elephant toothpaste, you need to be working with mom and dad and have mom and dad's permission, especially because you'll be using some things that belong to mom in the kitchen and you want and dad, and you don't want to take those things without asking. And you know, when you're doing these kind of things, there will be a chemical reaction. It's not dangerous, but you want to make sure you have adult supervision. So the things you'll need is you'll need some yeast, you'll need a cup, a measuring cup, a tablespoon, some food coloring, any color will work, some peroxide, some dish soap, and some warm water, and in here a plastic bottle. So how this works is I'm going to take a half a cup of hydrogen peroxide, and I'm going to pour it in here and measure it out as a half a cup. Oops, don't go anywhere, food coloring. It's escaping. You take a half a cup of hydrogen peroxide, make sure you measure that out. Pour the hydrogen peroxide in this bottle. All right, and then you take 10 drops of food coloring and you drop it in this bottle. Count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so we got 10 drops of food coloring. And then you take the dish soap and you put a tablespoon of dish soap in here. And you pour a tablespoon of dish soap in the bottle. All right, and you keep the cap. This isn't the right cap. And then you mix that stuff up, so I kind of have like a green solution there, right? All right, so we'll set that here. The next step that you need to do is I have put some hot water in here, and I have this extra cup here. And we're going to take about a tablespoon of hot water right there, and then we're going to do a tablespoon of yeast. So we're going to pour the yeast in here, and that's warm water. So I've taken this little stick here, and I'm going to stir this compound of yeast and hot water for about 30 seconds so that yeast kind of breaks down. And it's going to kind of look, Jude, come in a little closer. It's kind of look like glue almost, this yeast compound. But you got to mix that up pretty good for about 30 seconds. All right, and as we do that, we're going to want to move the rest of this stuff out of the way because this is going to make kind of it's going to maybe get a little messy, and that's why we're outside. That's why we also have this plate here. So when we do this chemical reaction, it's going to be easy to clean up. So hopefully everybody's got a good look at that. We'll do a countdown here in a few minutes, and we're going to see this elephant toothpaste react. All right, and really what's happening here is the hydrogen peroxide the soap and the yeast are all going to react and expand very, very quickly. All right, ready? So 3, 2, I just broke the cup. 1, and here it comes. Working really slow. The one on, here it comes. And there's the foam, and it looks real. Get in close, Jude, so you can see it. It looks really foamy, and it's just foam, but it looks like toothpaste, so that's why they call it elephant toothpaste. And the plate's there, so we can collect all of that elephant toothpaste. So that's a fun experiment that you could do with your mom and dad. Again, do it with mom and dad's permission, and like Mr. Williams always says, take care of your family members, love your family members, practice that learner profile at home. You guys have a great weekend. We'll see you next Tuesday, and go Panthers.